So, welcome to another Bridgemaster hand. Today we will try hand number C-2 of the level 5 of the official Bridgemaster campaign. And we are in a force spades contract and there's no bidding by the opponents to take into consideration. So let's count this one from South's perspective, shall we? There is one sure loser in trumps, potentially two. One sure loser in hearts, also potentially two. No, no, that's from South's. We count from South's perspective, I'm sorry. So there's only one heart loser. There aren't any club losers, fortunately. But there are two diamond losers. So in total we have 4, maybe 5 losers. And we need to come down to 3. Which seems like a challenge. But really, that's what we are in for, right? Don't know yet if trumps are gonna split 3-2 or 4-1. But let's think about a 3-2 distribution first, maybe. Because even then, the contract isn't really certain. And I'm actually a bit wondering what those diamonds in dummy, starting with the 10, are all about. So yes, we could try to double or even triple finesse in diamonds. But the problem being that there is a huge gap between the ace and the 10 in dummy. And even if by means of a finesse we are able to take out one of the honors with the ace, there are still 2 other honors remaining that will cost us 2 tricks, together with a sure spade loser. We can't avoid a spade loser at all. And this first hard trick, that would already be too much. So in a normal game I would play the 3 of hearts immediately. There are some weird hands where you have to sacrifice the king of hearts or something like that. But yeah, I'm not really seeing it right now. I'm also completely puzzled what this jack of clubs in dummy is all good for. I mean, there isn't usually a high card in these Bridgemaster hands that doesn't serve a purpose, at least in one variation of the various lines that are possible. But in this hand, I really don't see what the jack of clubs could accomplish. Yes, it could serve as an entry to dummy if we could discard 2 of our clubs from our hand, but how do we do that? And why would we want to do that? Not really sure. So I'm tempted to just play the 3 of hearts. It's, at least if East now wins the ace immediately, there isn't any bidding by the opponent, so there is no bias in terms of who has the longer heart suit or anything like that. But if East now wins the ace, at least we have a sure hard winner with the king of hearts in dummy, on which we can pitch one of our diamond losers, which is good. So that being said, East probably will not win the ace. like if West has the ace, I also want to win this trick with the queen, so that now I can establish the king of hearts as a winner by playing the hearts from south. So well, if West has the ace, I want to play the queen. If East has the ace and plays it, right now I want to play low from north as well. And if East ducks the ace right now, well, in that case it doesn't really matter, but playing the king also doesn't help since he would take that with the ace. Yes, that would give me an entry into south, but entries into south aren't really an issue in this hand. Yeah, I will just see what happens on this trick. So East plays low. That doesn't automatically mean he doesn't have the ace. In fact, I'm not really certain who has the ace of hearts yet. But playing low was probably correct since East, by that at least, prevents our king of hearts in dummy from making a trick. Okay, so I will now assume that trumps split 3-2 since I'm already having trouble in that scenario. I should think about worse distributions only in case the contract is somewhat easy to make in case of a 3-2 split, which is the most likely. But that's certainly not the case right here, since there is a sure heart loser still remaining. I mean, yes, we can pitch one of the hearts from dummy onto a club, but that doesn't really help. And there, there is at least a danger of losing two diamond tricks. So there's no way the opponents could be tricked out of their trump trick. I mean, yeah, even if the ace and king catch two trumps each, which is the maximum they can catch, there is still one high trump out there because the opponents have five. So one opponent making a trick in trumps is completely inevitable. I sort of am tempted to play one round of trumps just because I can, but not two rounds right now since I don't want to expose myself yet in the trump suit, and then to try the heart finesse maybe. Because there is still a chance West holds the ace of hearts. Although underleading an ace in a trump contract is almost never a good idea, so West would have probably made a mistake if he had led from the ace of hearts. That's something that like every bridge teacher tries to hammer into your head. There is a small chance of the ace of diamonds actually catching two of the honors. If like West plays an honor and East is then forced to also play an honor, but that's only relevant, I guess, if well, can that ever be relevant? I mean, if West has both low diamonds, the 5 and the 6 of diamonds, he will just start by playing low. And if he then try to finesse, East can catch his honors and return a heart. Well, there's at least something there, since I, the longer I think about it, the more I actually assume that the Ace of Hearts is with East. And if we play like a low diamond from South and East holds like a doubleton honors of diamonds or Queen Jack or something like that. Well, if West plays the King in that case, could also be the Queen or the Jack, doesn't matter. We win the Ace and East is forced to play in second honor, which means we only have one diamond loser. And if West now plays low, we can play low from dummy too. And yes, East will win one of its honors, but at least he cannot catch the Ace of Hearts right now. Since if he now catches the Ace of Hearts, he promotes the King in dummy, and we can pitch our diamond loser on the King of Hearts. So East cannot return the heart suit. Probably that's why we should duck a diamond trick or finesse against West, I should say, in diamonds quite soon. Could there also be something else? Like, I'm also thinking about something else right now, which is maybe to force one opponent into an end play by just playing the Ace, King, Queen of Clubs, pitching a heart on the final club, and then surrendering a trick in hearts. The reason why I might want to do this is the opponent who wins the Ace of Hearts at that point pretty much would have to return either a trump or a diamond, since he cannot afford to play into a double void in either clubs or hearts at that point. But how do we combine all these? Since if we like draw 2 rounds of trumps right now, there is a chance of the opponent holding the Ace of Hearts also holding the third spade, which means he could just eliminate dummy's last spade. And then he can safely return the club over heart. And also, how exactly does an opponent playing a diamond help? Not really sure. Maybe it does after like one finesse in the diamond suit, which I'm actually more and more tempted to try right away. since I don't really think. Well, I don't want to play hearts from south. I abandoned that idea completely. Since I'm pretty sure East has the ace of hearts. And the king and dummy would be useless unless East is forced to lead the hearts at some point. So the king is quite effective in stopping East from leading hearts, which is good. I certainly don't want West to lead hearts, so if West plays the king or queen of diamonds on my low diamond, I will immediately play the ace. And hope for an order from East to drop, maybe. Could I draw one round of trumps first? To be absolutely certain? Well, maybe. But why? I don't see a point in that since we need a 3-2 trump distribution anyway, and drawing trumps in that case only helps us if we are able to do it twice. And I don't want to do that right now since I exposed myself. So West plays low, like I suspected, which means we will let this trick to East. Yes, so East. Maybe we should have. Yeah, East can safely return a club, but if I eliminated the club suit first, which I was thinking about, then East would also have returned a trump, I guess. That doesn't really matter. The problem now being we can't do the whole diamond finesse thing again, since in that case East would just return the ace of hearts, make his third trick, and eventually they would make their fourth trick in trumps, which once again we just can't avoid. So what did this help? If it like helped at all. Maybe I should have. Well, let's see. I'm not really satisfied with my diamond finesse anymore, to be brutally honest. I think what I more want to do is drawing 2 rounds of trumps, playing the clubs entirely to eliminate the suit completely, and then I want to take the diamond finesse. Since then, if East has a doubleton diamonds, a doubleton honor. Well, if West plays his honor, we play the ace and eliminate 2 honors with it. So at that point we need to only lose 1 diamond trick to begin with. And if West plays low, then we let East win that trick and or even win the ace maybe and return a diamond, which then East might win, but then he is forced to return either a heart or a club, since he doesn't have trumps anymore. And if he returns a club, we get a ruff and discard, and our diamond loser would disappear. And if he returns a heart, he promotes the king of hearts in dummy. And also, if he plays the ace of hearts, he is still on trick and still has the same dilemma. Yeah, I think that's what I need to go for. So I will draw 2 rounds of trumps. Yes. So the queen of trumps is the only trump outstanding, and we don't need to draw that since it's the only high trump. That one should pretty much never be drawn. If they want to ruff with it, fine. Okay, I want to eliminate the club suit next. Because I want to pitch my diamond loser if East returns clubs. Alright, and now if we want to play East for a doubleton, I think we need to win the ace of diamonds first. And then put East on lead in diamonds. Oh, East has the 6. Well, we could still make it if East has the singleton king now. But it needs to be the king. Like, if East now has the queen or the jack, West will just take it and we're down. Yeah, yes, the queen, West takes it with the king, and this wasn't correct. Okay. So maybe I should have let East win that first trick. I mean, it seems a bit counterintuitive. So I want to draw 2 rounds of trumps, since I don't want East to be able to just return a trump and exit. Alright, and now I want to eliminate the club suit. So East cannot exit in clubs either without like giving us a rough and discard. And now maybe let the diamonds, let East win a diamond directly. Maybe that's the thing. East, yeah, but East returns a diamond. That also seems doomed for failure. So we need to rethink this, because there seems to be a strategy that works against a 3-2 split of the diamonds, which does not involve East having a doubleton honor. there aren't really enough red cards for a squeeze, right? I mean, nah, that can't be it. I mean, we have after 3 club tricks, which aren't red cards because there are certain tricks for us already. We don't have one more red card in clubs. We would have a hard threat in dummy, maybe. But the diamond threat would also be a dummy, which is not good since we want south to have one threat and north to have the other. In order for a squeeze to really work. Nah, this can't really be it. It needs to be something with forcing East to play an unfortunate diamond, but not really sure about how to accomplish this since I really don't want West to be able to lead hearts. Could we maybe in some fashion just make 10 tricks? I doubt it. I mean, yes, we have the opening heart winner, we have 3 club tricks, and we have a sure diamond trick. So that's good. That's 5, but we then need to make 5 trump tricks. Which means we needed to ruff with all 3 of our low trumps without West being able to overruff. And I don't see enough ruffing potential in any suit, basically. Yep. I mean, if we play the long diamonds from dummy, we will have already lost 3 tricks by that point, but even more, even more than that, Reds would long be trying to overruff it. That's a completely pointless exercise. So does the hard finesse actually work? I'm really pessimistic about that. So maybe I need to come back to this other type of strategy, which involves drawing trumps twice. And maybe then to just eliminate the club suit and pitch the 4 of hearts from dummy and then just exit a heart to East. Maybe that's the thing. Because then East would be forced to return diamonds. He doesn't have trumps anymore, and playing clubs would play into the double finesse, so would hearts at that point. So maybe eliminating both hearts and clubs is better. Let's try it. Let's try it because I basically don't see anything else either. So we eliminated trumps, which is good from East at least, so I don't think East will be able to return trumps anymore. And now we eliminate the club suit, so he cannot return that either. And in the process, we will pitch the 4 of hearts. and now we will exit a heart, and only East can win this since East has the ace of hearts, I pretty much assume. And now East is at least forced to play diamonds. Maybe we should duck this trick? Unless West plays an honor, of course. If West plays an honor, we don't have a second diamond loser and nothing bad happens anymore. Again, we don't need to worry about West's remaining trump since it's high anyway, so roughing is not an issue. And if West plays low, I think I want to duck this. But the question now being what would happen if East returns a low diamond? I'm not really sure of that. But the problem is, if I now win the ace and return a diamond, well, if East has a low diamond, he will play the low diamond, and now it's West's trick, and West just draws our last trump, and we will remain with a diamond loser for sure. So maybe ducking is the only chance. There comes a low diamond. Yeah, we can't duck this because West still has a high trump, and I'm not really seeing what to do against the king. Who has the king, by the way? Maybe West does, and West also has a high trump and we're down, yeah. So what do we do against this distribution of East having a doubleton diamonds with a low one? Because that seems to be the critical distribution in this hand. And I'm not really sure I see a way out. I mean, we didn't need to eliminate hearts. That was actually a bit pointless since just what we did earlier of ducking a diamond to East was basically equivalent and totally enough. Since East cannot return the heart suit anyway without giving us a winner. But East will just return a low diamond. And we can't let West win the trick. I mean, if the diamonds in dummy were all one step higher, like 8, 10, 9 jack, that would be a totally different story. Then the finesse would sort of work and keep us to one loser in diamonds. But here, or even if we had like ace jack 9, 8, 7 or something like that, I would see some potential there. But here my only real hope was actually to play East for like a high diamond doubleton. We can't avoid a Trump loser at all. So that one's for sure. The Ace of Hearts is for sure. So we need to keep diamonds down to one loser. But how exactly? I'm really not sure, guys. I don't see anything here. I tried eliminating both clubs and hearts. I tried ducking amount of diamonds to east quite early. Both didn't lead to anything useful. And in a given layout, West has two high diamonds, so we need to find a pitch for our third diamond. Otherwise, if West's gonna make a diamond trick, I think we're toast. I'm not sure I'm seeing this, guys. I'm really sorry. Maybe try my luck tomorrow, because this... Yeah, I know the given layout of the cards. It didn't change over the entirety of our attempts. Yeah, we win with the queen, obviously. There will still be a hard loser and two diamond losers, yes. Why is ducking early better than late? That's the question. So there is a... Okay, and we now eliminate the hard suit. Okay. And we... But what does that help if we like... Ah, I see. Yes. So, we shouldn't... I always thought we needed to put East on lead in diamonds. But the thing is, we needed to put Ace on lead in hearts. So we draw 2 rounds of trumps. That part of the plan stays untouched. But then I want to let East win a diamond trick immediately. And the point is not that East now can't return anything, because well, he cannot return hearts, since that would make the king of hearts in dummy good and allow a diamond discard. But if we now play now just eliminate the club suit, not earlier, and pitch a heart, now we can actually lead to the ace of diamonds and eliminate East last's diamond with it. And now we can let East win the ace of hearts, which he will win anyway, and he is forced to play either a heart or a club back, giving us our rough and discard. Yeah, I should have seen that. I'm sorry. This wasn't quite a good performance on my part. I always thought we needed to put East on lead and enter under pressure in diamonds, but we should give up on that and just do it in hearts. Now our loser is actually gone, and yes, we lose one more trump trick to West, but that doesn't matter at this point. I'm sorry, guys. I really should have done better today. This wasn't impossible like the other double squeeze hand that 2 days ago that went a bit above my head, but this one, I was on the right track the entire time. I just couldn't see the right order of like losing a diamond to East early and then putting in him on lead. Not with a diamond, but with the ace of hearts. Alright then. Uh, wish me better luck tomorrow. This wasn't my day, if I'm pretty brutally honest. Alright then. Have a have a nice weekend.